will go after a guy that's not necessarily her type, that's in the top 10 percentile of earning potential.
What?
That's a fact.
What is that? What did you just say? Yo, y'all know what he just said.
Is anybody on the panel listening? If nobody else was listening to me, it doesn't make any sense, because if you're not listening to me and nobody else is listening to me,
you just been flip-flopping all over.
Because I'm speaking at a level of intellect that where you have to actually take your time and listen. But what y'all are doing is y'all are mentally loading up questions.
Does it change? Now, Bruce is doing the same stuff
you're
that
not
I'm
understanding
doing.
what I'm saying. What's that?
I'm asking you loaded questions. Is that what I'm doing?
Yes.
By asking you to be consistent without you twisting up your own words.
When you frame, anytime you say, hey, okay, if she's not going after the guy that's not her type, when you frame it as not her type, instead of just the average man, you're loading the question. Because now I gotta answer with the ingredients that she's going after a guy that's not her type. And I may not agree that she's actually going after guys that's not her type.
Hey, Naomi.
When you add that qualifier to it, you're loading the question.
I'm gonna ask a woman. Hey, Naomi, are most women getting the men they want, or are most women settling? If you got to.
So I'm going to be honest with you. I think age kind of depends on it. I think as a woman gets older, she's actually settling for the man that's interested in her because of other factors, you know, like actually what Jay Prince had said, fertility and things like that. If a man is older and desires children, a woman, she ends up beginning to have a geriatric pregnancy after the age of 35.
Excuse me, respectfully, hold on, please. I'm going to ask you again. Do most women get the man that they want, or do they settle?
I think women choose who they align to.
I'm going to ask you another way. Do most women get their first option, or they get their second, third, fourth option?
I don't think I'm understanding you correctly, because
you understand about it where you just blew your breath. Hey, Boheme, can I ask you the same question? Could you be honest to me, please? Boheme, do most women get their first option, or do they get their second, third, fourth, fifth option?
Second, third, fourth, fifth.
Thank you so much. And she knew that too. That's why she blew her breath. But like I said, you may not, either you don't want to go against him, or you don't want to admit the actual logic that we know about women, that most women showcase certain behaviors because they never get the man they actually want. The man they actually wanted may have passed by them, or they weren't ready for him when they're younger. But when they get older and less attractive, now all of a sudden they're ready for that guy, but it's too late. And I don't mean like y'all get like ugly. I mean, you don't look the same way you did when you was 20 and 30. So when you get 40, let me, it ain't that you now all of a sudden got this intuition. It's the fact now you're ready to settle down with somebody because you wasted your prime years, and it's more difficult to get the guy you wanted. So most women,
that's still not the guy she wanted though. Like, just because he's a good dude and he probably could have, you know, married her and provided for her and all of that type of shit. If he doesn't look a certain way, it still might not be the man she wants. You know what I'm saying? You can't, I don't think you can make that a blanket fucking statement. Now, granted, the women that want these fucking super duper millionaires and all of that shit, yeah, she for sure probably will never get the man that she wants. You know what I'm saying? No matter how he look. You know what I'm saying? Like, now that, in that regard, I can see that. But just to make it a blanket statement, I don't know about that.
women skip past the guy they could have got, and when they get older, they definitely will never get him again. So they settle, and they're angry at themselves for making these choices, and they're bitter, and then they'll conflate that guy that they wanted with most men because they couldn't get the guy. That's why I disagree with True. Most women conflate the minority of men they can't get, that they call the a-hole or the toxic guy, because they couldn't get him, with majority of men who would do anything with women, who are one blowjob from the plantation, would do anything you want, but y'all just don't want those guys.
So let me clarify. When I first initially answered, you actually just said the same thing that I said. I actually said age depends on it, because when a woman gets older, she has to settle. When she's younger, she gets the one she wants. You didn't allow me to, you actually re-asked that same question.
No.
I didn't understand it. Hold on. I didn't understand it the third time that you asked, because you said something about 2, 3, 4.
Honestly, I think if you put an age on it, your wants are different. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're younger versus when you're older, your wants are different. Because if we keeping it a buck, when these women are younger, they get exactly who the fuck they want. They get the fucking they go after the dudes that really ain't worth shit, that run through them, treat them like shit. That's what they want. That's exactly who the fuck they want, and they get them. However, they believe that those men are gonna treat them a certain way, and they think that they can change these men and they can make these men settle down, and then they end up fucking up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's overall, you know, they get exactly who the fuck they want. They want the dudes that treat them like shit. They want them dudes. But they just want them dudes to change. Yeah, shit don't really work like that, sweetheart.
But my initial answer was, when a woman gets older, she has to settle. So that means she does not get the one that she wants. When she's younger, women tend to get the man that they want.
You're absolutely wrong.
That's why I said age matters.
So you're absolutely.
My first response was age matters. You actually agreed.
You said it. You don't have to. You don't have to repeat it. But you're going to repeat it. You're going to repeat it.
You actually agreed with what I just said.
I didn't agree. No, I didn't agree with you. No, I did not agree with you.
You just said when a woman gets older, she has to settle for her 2, 3, 4. It becomes bitter.
So the average woman gets married at 29. For a younger woman is getting run through. She's living in her 3 or 4 phase and her fun phase. She doesn't want to settle down. She passes by the guy she could have actually got. Most women might get run through the guy that they want, but they don't settle down with the guy that they want, because you'll say, I have options. I don't have to settle. I'm going to pursue my career. I'm going to pursue my degree. I'm going to pursue my life. I'm going to pursue my lifestyle first. Then I'll get the man in the family later on. So that's not true as well either. Women don't get the man when they want when they're young, and they don't get the man that they want when they're older. They could have possibly got the guy that they wanted when they were younger, but they exercised their options, they compromised themselves, and they were out in the street, and they wanted to get coverage by the street as well too. They didn't want a man at that age. They wanted their own life.
Once again, making a fucking blanket statement. Once again, not every fucking woman does that shit. Like, let's not do that, man. Let's not make it seem like the majority. Once again, I've said this shit numerous times. People believe that the loudest group is the majority, and it's not. They're just loud as fuck. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just fucking loud. That is it. You feel what I'm saying? When you get out in the world and you pay attention to certain shit, I don't believe the majority is like that. I just believe it's just we just feel that way because they're the loudest fucking ones. Those are the ones you see in the forefront. Those are the ones you see on social media. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe it's the majority. You feel what I'm saying? Because granted, are there women that believe this type of shit when they're young? They go through their little whole phase and all of that nonsense? 100%. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't believe it's just either or. I believe there's nuances and there's in-betweens. You dig what I'm saying?
So when do they get the man?
Okay, so hold on, Darwin, please. I now understand the type of woman in which you speak of. So a woman who's marriage-minded, hold on. So you are correct in the certain type of woman in which you speak of. A woman who's marriage-minded will have the man that she wants when she's younger.
We all know that. We don't have to say that. That's what you're deflecting.
No. So when I was giving my example,
Naomi, you're deflecting. Nobody would disagree with that.
No, it's not deflecting. So I'm trying to sit here and meet you halfway with what you're saying.
No, you don't have to meet me halfway.
My perception that I gave just now was that when a woman becomes older, she has to settle, which we actually both agreed on. From my understanding, the type of woman in which I speak of, if she's marriage minded, she will definitely have the man that she wants when she's younger. Although you're speaking about a woman who's career minded, that's the type of woman that wants to have a free for all. The type of woman in which you're speaking of is a different type of woman in which I was speaking of. So in actuality, we're both actually speaking truth, because the type of woman that you're talking about is not the type of woman that I would suggest women to become. I don't believe that a woman should pour into like that 3 or 4 phase and wait to get married until they're later. Right. So we're speaking of two different.
So no, we're not, because everybody on the panel agrees with you that a marriage-minded woman is that way. If you are most women at a younger age looking for sex, or are they looking for marriage?
That's a loaded question.
That's not a loaded question at all. And stop trying to say, but I'm gonna direct it to you, and she can be quiet, and me, you can have a discussion. And you don't want to. So I'm gonna ask you. No, Naomi.
No. I've never seen Ali crash out like this. What the fuck is this? I've never seen him bug out like this. Like he going at everybody's neck. I've never seen him like this. He normally calm, cool, and collected. This is different.
Using
Oh, Naomi,
No.
go ahead and let
to
him direct it to me. Go ahead and
So,
direct it to
Bruiser,
me.
are most women looking to get married at a young age, or are they looking to become 304s, engage in their fun phase? Since you want Ali again, but don't run
That's
away. Let's have a civil conversation.
It's a loaded question again. And the reason why it's loaded is because what you're doing is you're fixating on only two options that the woman can choose from, as if there is not a third or fourth. And some women who may have those third and fourth options, other than just being married and becoming a 304.
What's those options though? Before, so just so we clear, what's those third and fourth option?
Here
No, you
again.
can't just say third or fourth option without
You
clarifying what that
keep
third or fourth
cutting
option
me
is.
off when I'm
So
trying to land.
you can't just say
He about to go the direction I just said. That there's nuances in between. There's it's not just married young or fucking hoe. Like there's other shit. You know what I'm saying? I believe that's the route he going.
third and fourth option.
You
What
keep
is the third and
fucking
fourth
cutting me
option?
off when I'm trying to
Now
land
you're getting angry. Now you
context,
cussing.
dude.
Now you cussing. So then
Because
you did
you're
that to
being
somebody the other day.
rude.
You
You're
called
asking
yourself
a
God.
loaded
Why is
question,
God
which
mad?
is
You called
stupid.
yourself God. You called yourself God the other day. Why
You're
is God
loading a
mad?
question. So
Okay,
you're
go ahead.
so you tight. So you come in here with a vendetta.
No, you cussing. I'm not cussing.
So here's the thing. You're exposing that you're tight from a previous episode. Okay,
No,
so
I'm
what
not.
this is
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
this is
You've
what
been
I'm
triggered
saying
this whole
is
show. I'm not.
Yo, Ali, do me a favor.
Shut the fuck up, nigga. For once. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Damn, bruh. Just keep cutting niggas off. Just shut up, man. Let them fucking answer the damn question. Shit.
Nobody sees me triggered.
You're strategically loading a question.
I'm strategically asking what
that
the
only
third or fourth
has
option is. What's the third or fourth option?
you're strategically loading a
Asking
question
about your third. No, I'm not. I'm actually about the
that
third or
has
fourth
two
option.
options.
What's the
The
other
one
ones?
is being married, the other one is being slutted out as a 3 or 4.
What's the third?
Women
Bro.
today
Fourth one?
are not showing numbers that they're actually going for careers. They're going for career disciplines and stability. And I would think, and I'm not trying to simp, but I'm just trying to
Yes, you are.
broaden your horizon of understanding that it's some women out there that's gonna find it highly disrespectful
Disrespectful.
that have fathers that are pushing them into fields of expertise that may not necessarily be marriage or just busting it open. So whenever you load a question and you pigeonhole it only down to two options, it's called loading the question. So that's why I interrupted.
These are your
Because
talking
if she
points.
answered that, she would have to answer from the presupposition that there's only two things women are doing today, and it's being married and being slutted out, when there's other things that they're doing. And the numbers are showing that they're doing other things. It's just that we got a whole bunch of incel red pill man that are out here jealous of women because they're bypassing them in not only in the market, economically, or kicking their asses, and they want to just pigeonhole the women out that's superseding them down to just being a bust down on wife when the numbers are showing that they're doing other things. We don't want to talk about it because we have a brand, or we don't want to talk about it because we have an audience that we got to appeal to. But I say, fuck that. If you're going to be real, be real. Look at the numbers. You don't have to base it off of your opinions. There's women out here that
are we gonna have a conversation? You want a monologue again? So
nah, he stated facts. He stated fucking facts. You trying to make it seem like it's cut and dry when it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, I am of the belief, right? Now, this is me. I am of the belief that you are supposed to get married young. You know what I mean? Start building a family and all of that. However, the way society is today, they don't push that. You feel what I'm saying? The narrative that is pushed is you go out here, live your best life, you know what I'm saying? Be single, do what the fuck you want, women empowerment, blah, blah, fucking blah, all of that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? That's what is pushed to the forefront. I am of the belief that you find your partner or your significant other younger. You feel what I'm saying? And y'all build together. You feel what I'm saying? Now, do you have some younger women that believe a motherfucker is supposed to just come in and take care of everything and do all of this shit at a young age? Yes. Stay the fuck away from them. You know what I'm saying? Go around some younger women that were actually raised correctly and raised with a father in the home and raised with a father around that taught them correctly. You dig what I'm saying? But this Ali crashing out right now. I've never seen him like this. He's crashing out and making it seem like it's either or. There's no in between. You feel what I'm saying? He tripping.
So if men
Well, if you
aren't,
call on me, I got a lot to say because I've done a lot of work.
Because you crashing
I
out.
got a lot of fucking hours in this shit. So when you call on me, you best be ready to listen. Go ahead.
And we do too, and you crashing out. So for some reason, since you see men all 304s and money hungry, you all of a sudden created a green pill. Tell everybody what the green pill is. Since you're not red pill, you're not blue pill.
Has anybody else heard that I created a green pill on this panel?
What's the green pill? Oh, no one ever. What's the green pill, Bruce? I'm asking
you. You mean money pill, Ali?
Hey, that's the green pill. That's the green pill. You see, that's the green pill.
Fuck you, green pill.
He the worst. He got to co-sign himself because nobody else. He got to co-sign himself because nobody else co-signing him. So what's the green pill?
The fuck is a money pill?
Go look it up. Do your homework for yourself.
You can't get the women without money.
Look up your pill. Look up my pill.
You can't get women with. So I'm gonna say this statement. The other day on the show, this man told everybody he was God. He got triggered when he was discussing religion, but he'd asking people and telling people they ain't got families and they ain't got what he has, when he acknowledges that most men can't get women because those women don't want them. So a lot of men gonna struggle with not having a family. A lot of men gonna struggle with not having children. A lot of men are gonna struggle with having women. And then when he gets cornered or he gets addressed by women and men, he flip-flops and then he starts disrespecting and demonizing the men for not being able to get women. And then he tries to teach men how to get women with these women who don't want them. That you're actually the problem. And then you get triggered when people ask you logical questions. And I've been telling you that for almost 2-3 years. You'll stand on one thing, then you'll flip-flop. And then when someone calls you out, because you start disrespecting people about their teeth, you start disrespecting people about how they dress, you start telling men that they can't get women because who they are, it has nothing to do with who they are. It has to do with the fact that majority of these men are not good for today's women. And they keep telling you that over and over again. And you keep trying to coach them how to get these women that tell them, you broke, you dusty, you stink, I don't want you, you no good for me, I'm not going back to be traditional, ain't no patriarchy, no archaic, and you still keep leading them in the burning house. So
he's doing it again. He is doing it again. Bro, get the fuck off the internet, man. Get the fuck off the internet and get the fuck outside. You dig what I'm saying? Change your fucking surroundings. People, I don't understand this shit. How people are trying to paint the narrative that I'm not of the belief that there are no good women. There are no good. I'm not of that belief. You feel what I'm saying? Get the fuck off the internet. Get off the internet. You dig what I'm saying? Get off the internet and get your ass in the real world and just go. You got to go to different surroundings. Stop going to the club. You feel what I'm saying? Stop going to strip clubs and all of that type of shit. Take your ass somewhere like go to Barnes and Noble. You feel me? Go to a fucking poetry lounge. You dig me? Like, go to different places. Go to a fucking upscale cigar lounge, or you know what I'm saying, like a lounge where, you know what I'm saying, it's nice music and it's, you know what I'm saying, it's nice in there and all that. Like, change your goddamn surroundings, bro. Like, y'all still thinking you can find the love of your life on fucking Instagram and TikTok and shit. No, get the fuck outside. Get off the internet. Cause shorty you looking for, she ain't on the fucking internet, dog. Just calling a spade a spade. You feel what I'm saying? And she ain't gonna come knock on your fucking door. You feel what I'm saying? Like, stop going for women that don't want you. Change up the women you're going for. You feel what I'm saying? Now, am I saying a lot of them are like that? Sure. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna sit here and make it seem like they all like that. Like, come on, fam. Stop doing this shit.
You just admitted when Jay Prince couldn't get the woman that somehow you gonna coach her to get the women. So you gotta repackage your brand again because you keep flip-flopping, and Ali's just addressing you on that. Don't disrespect the man that can't get a family or babies, or maybe because he's short, maybe because he's fat, maybe he doesn't have the resources, because women don't like him for who he is.
Well, all I can say is nobody cares. And you could play the littlest violin, ain't nobody come to save you. If you're losing, it's because 9 times out of 10 is because you're a loser. And it's because you don't want to go out here and do the work. You're not paying attention to the numbers, you're not paying attention to the market. You're not looking back, you're not looking in the mirror. You just keep pointing the finger at women. And it's time for men to stop fucking pointing the finger and look to the men who are actually getting the results and figure out what they're doing. But because y'all don't want to align with us, because y'all don't want to lean on us, because y'all don't want to ask us, what are we doing? How do we build a household? How do we build an empire? How do we build the thing that a lot of men are yearning for today? And instead of doing that, what y'all want to go do is just tear fucking women down and say they ain't shit. When you could just look in the mirror, and I would be impressed if you looked in the mirror. If most of y'all would look in the mirror, go out and actually do the work, and then come back and fail, and then we have a conversation. But I'm not convinced that y'all are actually going back and doing the work. I keep running into conversations with y'all.
Checkmate.
Y'all are pulling up on my panels.
Checkmate.
And y'all are not coming correct. Y'all are coming subpar. And so I can see it. So a lot of guys don't even. It's just the facts. If we want to state the facts, we can. We can get away from the branding and all that stuff, and we can literally embrace the dark side of the numbers that we keep avoiding. The dark side of the numbers I've been talking about that nobody wants. Bruiser, Darwin, want to talk? Please, Darwin, please don't talk about that side. Just keep punching down on the women. No, you motherfuckers gonna have to get your shit straight and stop all this damn complaining. There's guys out here that is winning. Talk to them. Stop talking to the women and try to change them. They can see your bullshit too. You had a woman sit up here for 2 hours straight tell you that your shit stink, and you don't even want to accept it. How can I tell you? The market is telling you your shit stink. We're telling you your shit stink. You're not gonna change your drawers. I'm just telling you, change your drawers, bro. That's it.
Hey. Sound like he was fucking talking to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, look, I agree with it. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be real. Let's be real here, right? If somebody has been telling you for the longest, you need to change up your approach. You need to work on yourself. You need to work on this. You need to work on that. And you say, fuck that. I'm not the problem. They are. Then you kind of making it hard for yourself. You dig what I'm saying? It's you making it hard for yourself. You dig what I'm saying? You can't sit up here and know for a fact you ain't got your shit together, but then you want to blame the world and society for why you don't have what you feel you should have. Because you see it all the time. Certain people that talk about women doing certain things, a lot of dudes, well, I ain't gonna say a lot, but some of them dudes be fucked up. I mean, super fucked up. No job, no foundation, no house, no nothing. They just think they supposed to have somebody. It's the same thing as a woman that has literally nothing and thinks she deserves the fucking greatest man on the planet to just fucking Prince Charming is supposed to fucking just swoop in and save her from every fucking thing. Yo, dog, we got some work to do, fam. We got some work to do. And that's just what it is, man. That's just what it is. Fix yourself. And honestly, if you really fix yourself, fix what your issues are, you wouldn't even have to look for shit. You will attract it to you. You dig what I'm saying? Women are attracted to certain things. You dig what I'm saying? And by then, once you fix yourself, you should be able to weed out the bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? But just sitting there pointing the finger like, no, it's their fault. It's like, man, stop that sucker shit. Real shit. But I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. This was a good one. I ain't gonna hold you. This was a good one. But before you go, you already know I need you to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, all that good shit. I'll catch y'all on the next one.